winning. No one is winning. No one is winning. No one is winning. No one is winning. This is a fight that no one is winning. 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 This is a fight that no one is winning. Is winning.
Good morning, Flat Earth. All the way to the ice wall border. Across this tabletop planet. So I get it that the sort of the top of the Earth is flat, but like, and we can go down, but like, how far do we go down until we fall out the bottom? Is it sort of cone-shaped? Is it more a cone-shaped Earth? Is it like a giant freeze pop? A freezy pop? A bip pop? Beep pop? Yeah, anyway, that's Collapse by Misanthrop. Hoo hoo hoo! Oh, spicier than a handful of Bombay mix. Hey guys, hey Threshold.fm, hey Coffee and Memes, hey YouTube, hey whole of the ever-expanding universe. The bloody universe just wouldn't mind just cooling it on the whole expansion thing for 5 minutes until we can get this whole local thing sorted out before we can bloody spend all our time and energy on all this exponential growth across fucking galaxies. We could just sort out what's going on in my front room to start off with. It's a mess. It needs tidying up. I need to clean my room.
Lobsters.
I need to
get your act together.
Yeah, you're damn right. Bloody hell. Anyway, God, hi. Decent folk in the chat. I can see you all there. Decent folk listening on Threshold.fm. Some people listening on the Android app. Imagine that. If you haven't got it already, you can go to the Google Play App Store and download that shit for free. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Pledge your allegiance to the lobster gods with that one. Yeah, I can see them all. Honest, decent, God-fearing folk just out for a better way of life. Out to try and do some good in the world, to try and be good. You can try to be happy is a fool's errand, but trying to be good, it's a smart way to go about your business. Oh, what have we got today? I mean, a lot of mad stuff. Following up on a few stories, which is nice. I'm a fan of that. I'm keen to know the sort of part 3, what will probably be the closer to that story about the dude getting his unit bitten off by the bulldog after having smothered it in peanut butter. Although I guess, maybe part 3 is going to be his sort of retribution, the kind of, well, No, I guess it'd be him getting a sort of bionic peen and just trying to maybe make up for the sins of his past. Perhaps he will donate a lot of money to some sort of dog home or something after his poor bulldog, Biggie Smalls, was put down. After what I don't believe is really the dog's fault. There's a story for another time, guys. Come on, we're here to play bloody shoe throwers and talk about sex robots. We can't talk about dogs biting off units all bloody day, can we? Ridiculous. Anyway, what's going on in the world? What's going on in people's lives? Tell me about your lives in the chat. Tell me about your hopes, your fears, your dreams. Tell me whether we're getting closer to Brexit. We're getting closer to the post-Brexit apocalyptic wastelands. Mr. Kipling are hoarding. They're stockpiling ingredients to make sure that their cakes do not drop below the level of exceedingly good. Well, that is heartening to know that people are taking it that seriously, because the last thing the Brits would want after taking back control would be the run out of Mr. Kipling fucking lemon drizzle slices or Battenberg or whatever. That would be, what would have been the point, eh? Anyway, I'll witter on.
Lobsters.
Right, good news, guys. Woman charged after $600 worth of dildo and vibrator theft. So this is the story we reported on yesterday of the group of horny housewives that were too horny to get through the day, so they had to go and steal. Dildos from a sex shop, an adult superstore. Anyway, the pictures have been proliferated around the internet. Claire Danes was arrested, but she had an alibi. And but they have found the police have been on the hunt for two women accused of stealing $600 worth of sex toys, approximately 38 English pounds. But the mystery ladies have now been charged by Western Australia Police Force after CCTV footage was shared by the Libido Adult Superstore on their Facebook page. The Libido Adult Superstore, they shared the pictures and offered a $50 voucher for anyone who can identify the young ladies. That's not much, is it? I think they should have offered more. But I mean, maybe it's tricky when what you're selling is dildos. Most people are probably like, I've got enough. I've got cupboard loads of dildos. It's a I guess it's a sort of buyer's market, really. They're so ubiquitous now. I mean, it's hard to open a drawer in my house without it just hundreds of dildos just flying out, hitting me in the face. That's why I've got black eyes all the time. Honestly, I walked into the door. Anyway, they found her. I don't know whether or not they've been charged. Man, it's this is the sort of thing whereby it's not so much the legal ramifications of a situation like this that's the problem. It's more the social ramifications of being that person who got caught stealing the dildos, and now they've been sort of shamed on Coffee and Memes. I don't know. I think I'll celebrate them. I want to get out of the club with them. I want to take shirts at the bar in the club, do some Jaeger bombs. I think they're good times girls. This is what happens when the good times girls push the good times a little bit too far. It can happen. It's the danger. It's the cross the good times girl has to bear. I hope that they are, I think, a slap on the wrist, a slap on the botty, and maybe they give them back unused, or maybe they have to work it off. They have to do a bit of time behind the counter in the sex shop. They obviously know about the stock. They've obviously got knowledge of the industry. Perhaps they could pay it off for some sort of community service. That'd be nice, isn't it? I don't think there's any use in throwing them in the slammer. It's not like they've been putting needles in strawberries or anything. Then the bloody Prime Minister will throw the book at them, call them grubs. Right. Okay, got some hot bits in here, actually. New DLR, someone called Warhead, Forbidden Society, Catharsis, and Donny, remixed by Audio. That has Shoe Thrower of the Week potential. I'm calling it now. A bit of classic old Noisia and a bit of classic old BSE. Not the mad cow disease, but Black Sun Empire. Just three young hunky guys from a little liberal country called Holland, just making bangers. Let's roll it out. It's called Pull the Trigger. Oh, it's Black Sun Empire and State of Mind. Sorry, State of Mind. Jesus Christ. Sorry, guys. I've just realised something absolutely terrible. You're listening to Coffee and Memes.
Steady job and a couple extra potatoes. That's all I want.
You're getting on. You're pushing 30, Slugger. You know, it's time to think about getting some ambition.
Oh, I always figured I'd live a little bit longer without it.
Don't forget, kid, that what you're trying to do here is to be bright and chipper and entertaining and intelligent and sort of glitzy, and that's funny, and it's kind of cool, and it's interesting, and it's edgy, and all of that. It puts that facade of momentary charisma on you, and if you don't play that out, you actually fail.
Hello and welcome to Coffee and Memes. This is Black Sun Empire. Don't mind. Yeah, God, sorry about that. I got so excited by the the fact that they had caught them red-handed, the dildo thieves. Just, you know, it was an oversight. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That is naughty. That is pokey. Oh, it's like a small yet high-powered sports car. Oh, that's pull the trigger. Black Sun Empire and State of Mind. Woo! I'm feeling like maybe I should get, for when the records are playing and basically I'm out of a job for sort of 3 minutes, I might get like a punch bag or something that I could just let out a bit of, you know, because when it's a particular, you know, serious shoe thrower, you kind of want to hit something. You know, not someone, just something. Like, I don't know, just take a baseball bat to a telly. Or something like that. Or just, I don't know, clear out a china shop. Have a tear up in a boozer. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, that's Black Sun Empire and State of Mind with their riotous neurofunk anthem, Pull the Trigger. Right, what other madness have we got today? Boy given 6 points on future driving licence for speeding on a scooter. Lock him up. 25 to life. Throw away the key. Bring back hanging. A teenager caught speeding on an electric scooter has been given 6 points on his driving licence despite not yet having one. It's a thing. A friend of mine was got a driving ban when he was 15 for taking his dad's classic car out for a bit of a joyride and crashing it. The 15-year-old appeared in Teesside Magistrates Court in October after he was caught travelling at high speeds on his electric scooter. The court gave the teen 6 points, which will be applied to his licence once he is old enough to have one. That's gutting, because if you get 6 points when you, within 2 years of passing your test, you have to redo your test, so you're going to have to take it twice. Like, you passed, and then it's like, right, here's your licence. Right, now I'm just going to take that straight back off you. Now get back in the car, do your test again. Ridiculous. He appeared in court in October and has been given 6 points, which will be added to his licence when he is able to have one. And you thought your mate who failed his theory 3 times had a shaky start to life on the road. Okay, Jake Massey and Lad Bible. In the run-up to Christmas, police in the area have advised people against buying children electric scooters. I'll tell you what I'd advise. Buying fucking adults electric scooters. What do you look like? A fully grown man in a business suit romping around London on a fucking electric micro scooter, probably vaping at the same time. You look like an absolute clown. Grow up. Sorry, just had to get that off my chest. It's illegal to ride the vehicles on the road. Right, I'm going to dob them in next time I see some absolute bloody tit in a plaid shirt and desert boots on one of those fucking things. I mean, that's the sort of business suit of the hipster, isn't it? But, like, I mean, real hipsters don't have micro scooters. Real hipsters are just sort of shuffle along looking moody. But they're these it's sort of hipster appropriation in a way. You know, it's the I think because to be a proper hipster, you've either got to be like enormously fat or really super skinny. If you're sort of dad bod in the middle, doesn't really count. You've just got sort of some sort of craft ale bobs. Nah, you've got to go one way or the other. You've either got to be Action Bronson or like sort of Macaulay Culkin. So where am I going with this? Hold on, it's just more of my hate speech about men who vape and ride electric micro scooters. They're not an oppressed class, it's fine. PC Mike Doherty from Colby Newham Neighbourhood Policing Team said, "These scooters are not toys. These scooters are not toys, and not only can they be extremely dangerous, but they are also not legal to ride on pavements or roads or fucking anywhere. Ride them around your living room at your peril." Right. I think many parents aren't aware of this. Under the Road Traffic Act, we can report the individual rider for not having insurance, a license plate, a number plate, helmet, and MOT for the scooter. And if his vape is not fully charged, we'll get him on that as well. Right. This person will then be reported for summons and will be given a minimum of 6 points on their licence or future licence and possible fine. Fucking hell! Joe, if you have got a driving licence, like, and you're riding an electric micro scooter on the road, you can get a minimum of 6 points on your licence. Oh, someone sent me a glorious video the other day of some fucking twit in a business suit on an electric micro scooter trying to do a grind along like a small, like sort of knee-height railing and just stacking it hard. Oh, I watched it about 15 times in a row. I cried and made a wish. So parents, be careful what you gift, because nothing quite says Christmas like 6 points on your future license and a possible fine. Cleveland police have been working with Middlesbrough to clamp down on nuisance motorbikes in the area, which have been, well, causing a nuisance. Classic journalism there. Jake Massey of Lad Bible. Jake Massey is a journalist at Lad Bible. He graduated from Newcastle University before going to live in Australia and New Zealand. Okay, he's a liar. For a few years. Australia's not real. Where he wrote a travel blog. Okay. He's previously written for the Eastern Daily Press, Giggle Beats, Camm, Front Magazine. Jake enjoys playing football, listening to music, and writing about himself in the third person. Jake has 112 followers on Twitter. Cool. All right. Good news. Man spoils fiancé with a festive bake after proposing outside Greg's. Who says romance is dead, eh? What is more romantic than a festive bake? I do like a festive bake, I will be honest with you. There have been some mad proposals made over the years. Some people have scaled mountains, and one Australian guy proposed at the Ashes. Great. But this couple in Newcastle may have trumped all of those. After Geordie, Tony Brown, proposed to his girlfriend, Rebecca English, then celebrated with a festive bake when she said yes. That is lovely stuff, isn't it? That is heartwarming. I know most of the news is either sort of terrifying or sordid or just sort of awful, but this really is lovely stuff. Tony is said to have done the most Geordie proposal ever. The most Geordie proposal ever, when he put the question to his girlfriend outside the Fenwick's department store Christmas window display on Northumberland Street in Newcastle. The pair then swiftly popped over to Alan Shearer's house for a glass of frothy brown Newcastle brown ale. They then went to Greg's. The bakery chain is situated opposite the department store, so that's convenient, and is currently using their Christmas display for a cheeky marketing stunt. Tony told the Newcastle Chronicle the proposal followed by a bake wasn't planned, but he was feeling a bit hungry and got one to calm his nerves. Oh, lovely stuff. He said the proposal has everything. Fenwick's, Greg's. Unless Alan Shearer was there, he couldn't have got more Geordie. Didn't Alan Shearer and MC Bassman recently squash the beef? Or was that just a meme that I believed? I believe all memes are true. Australia's not real, but all memes are true. He said, I was hyper and I was starving. And when I turned around, there it was, Greg's. Maybe the subliminal window advertising really worked. And now they've got a picture of the engagement ring stuck into a festive bake. That's really gross. But, yeah, lovely stuff. If there's one thing that warms my cockles more than a festive bake, it's a proposal and then a festive bake. Right, DLR, Docklands Light Railway, a.k.a. the roller coaster of forgotten dreams, a.k.a. the roller coaster of misspent youth, riding it all the way to Woolwich. This is called Defunk. If you're watching on YouTube, don't be afraid to smash that like button like it said something awful to your mum. If you haven't watched it already, I implore you all to watch the video of my conversation with Akira the Don 2 nights ago about trying to untangle the mess of mental health in the music industry, particularly dance music. I'm hopefully going to be curating 3 live podcasts at the beginning of next year in London on exactly this topic. So it'll be 3 different podcasts with 3 different guests with a live audience, 100 capacity. So I will hopefully have dates for you next week. When we get tickets on, I'm going to try and get some really good people to chat about what is, well, something everyone's saying we should talk about, but they're not talking about anything more than we should talk about. And I'm going to attempt to untangle some of the reasons why it's happening and what can be done about it, and hopefully some actionable things. Oh, sorry, I'm talking out the top of someone.
Truth was not about sparing feelings. It's about being blunt, honest, harshly honest, comical, imaginative. It's about all of that. You do what you want, so that's freedom.
Big up to Flux Radio. They're fighting a good fight as well.
The funk.
Also worth noting, tomorrow I'll have Justin from Counter-Strike on the show. He's going to be putting forward the argument that South Africa is real. And I don't know what his thoughts on Australia are. I really like that. That's a good bit of fun. That's DLR. It's called Defunk. It's on Chronix. Taking that one all the way to Woolwich. All the way to London City Airport. All right. Escape artist has to be rescued after he starts drowning in tank. Silly boy. An escape artist had to be... Pedro Volta was paying tribute to Harry Houdini by trying to escape the tank in front of a crowd while wearing a straitjacket. Unfortunately, he didn't manage and started to drown. Darwin Awards, anybody? The startling scenes were filmed by onlookers in the Dr. Gerarda Square as part of the International Festival of Magic near Madrid. In the video, people watching hoping he'll be able to get out until his body stops moving and he is left floating motionless in the water. Oh, God. Then organisers rushed to open the tank and lift him out. Local media report Volta lost consciousness after spending 2 minutes in the tank. He wants to get on that whole Wim Hof breathing technique. You can do about 6 or 7 minutes underwater once you're good at that. Paramedics were called, but Volta had already regained consciousness when they arrived. He was taken to the hospital for checks. Volta later told reporters he had a problem with a buckle on his belt. He was tied up in a fucking straitjacket underwater, you idiot. You idiot. He added, I made an effort and managed to release the buckle, but the energy and oxygen used in doing so was too much. My organism fainted due to exhaustion. My organism? Who refers... What? My organism fainted? What? Is this some sort of separation of body and self? My mind was still going, but my organism... You know, the The physical embodiment of my reality, it failed me as ever. The spiritual realm will remain strong even if I am a complete bellend. In a straitjacket, in a box full of water, drowning. You idiot. It's hard to have sympathy for this. Like, there are other ways to entertain people. You know, go on, have a go at it. Why not? But, yeah. Silly, isn't it? The escape artist said the security measures were in place to ensure the tank could easily be opened from the outside. Oh, well done. Well done for going that far. My days. Toilets with artificial intelligence will scan your poop to find out what's wrong with you. I don't need a toilet to tell me what's wrong with me. It's like, I've got a massive list. It's already. Like, come on. I don't need the thing that I literally shit into to tell me I'm a cunt. I already know. The toilet is a place of sanctuary. Apparently just for geezers. They spend like most of their lives hiding in the toilets just for some peace. It should be disturbed by nothing but perhaps a novelty bumper book of jokes for a bit of light reading whilst you attend to business. When you start adding computers into the mix, things get a bit weird. But apparently that's where artificial intelligence is heading. Right down the crapper. Goodo. Sanjay Mehta is the chief executive of a company called Micron Technology, which develops memory chips that can, amongst other things, power artificial intelligence. And now we're going to shit on them. Medicine is going towards precision medicine and precision health, he told the audience at Technonomy 2018 conference being held on the coast of San Francisco. Imagine smart toilets in the future that will be analysing human Tods in real time every day. God, I don't need Bezos in my home listening to me through Alexa, let alone do I need him in my toilet looking directly into my anus. Like, come on. You don't need to be going to visit a physician every 6 months. If any sign of disease starts showing up, you'll be able to catch it much faster because of urine analysis and stool analysis. Right, okay. I mean, yeah, don't know. It's just, there's a lot of sin contained within my Tods. A lot of bottled up sin. And I'm not sure I want the Internet of Things knowing it. Now, we can potentially see the benefit of a toilet that automatically heats the seat or disinfects itself every so often to keep things clean. But when it starts actively scanning your poop and transmitting that data elsewhere to be analysed and stored before telling you that maybe you should eat less red meat. Well, it doesn't know what it's fucking talking about if it says that. We're not too sure. Maybe it could tell you to stop eating so much processed crap. Of course, if you want to, he says with a can of Coke down next to him, of course, if you want to get into stool scanning, hey, Lobster Crew, let's all get our Tods scanned. That would be a laugh. That would be a fun day out, wouldn't it? A fun little collective group bonding experience. I'm about building communities. And I think what better way to build a community than we all go out, all of us, you know, and we will just Todd into some little pots and then we'll take him to, I don't know, Gillian McKeith or something. She'll be like, oh, you need some vitamin pills or something like that. Of course, if you want to get into school scanning, there are already companies out there that will do it for you. Atlas Biome, I've heard of them, is a DNA analysis company that'll look at your pops and tell you how your microbes, how the microbes in your gut are configured. Oh, the microbiome, what does it all mean? Nobody knows. But you're still the one that has to collect and send off the sample. Come on, look, it's already inside your body. Why is it so terrifying as soon as it comes out? It's weird, isn't it? Like, we've all got it in us at the moment. It's just on the other side of the skin. Why when it comes out is it suddenly it's terrifying. Like, we go to such intense efforts to like hide the fact that we go to the toilet, particularly that we Todd. Like, we try and make sure that there's no smells. You know, we're lighting matches, opening windows, getting ready to try and get rid of the smell of the most natural thing in the entire world, the passing of food. Right, and it's all so appalling. Bizarre. Would you like a clever toilet to analyse your poo? 79% said yes, scan my shite. 21 said no, leave that stuff alone. Ah, lovely stuff. Thanks, Metro. This is Thinking About You by Warhead on Subliminal. This is nice. Bit lace looseny. Looks like Squidgy beats Parsons has got some fans in the chat. That's Warhead. It's called Thinking About You. It's on Subliminal Recordings. See what they did there? It's out now. It's good. Tearing up the Beatport charts. Oof! Fucking hell. Animal rights activist wants to abolish guide dogs because they don't consent to work. Okie dokie. The animal rights activist wants to replace guide dogs with technology. You're putting dogs out of a job because the animals don't give their consent to work. Campaigner Wendy Turner Webster. She wants to get rid of guide dogs, replace them all with sex robots. She's absolutely out of her mind. She appeared on ITV's Good Morning Britain. She's on Good Morning Britain, talking to Piers Morgan. He's an insufferable prick, but what are you gonna do?
Lobsters.
She went on Good Morning Britain to express her controversial opinion, where she argued working dogs, including guide dogs, sniffer dogs, well, they're narcs, police dogs, narcs, working sheepdogs, they're fine, they get a pass, so do guide dogs. They're used for the benefit of humans without consent. Webster admitted she doesn't think the dogs are unhappy, or that putting them to work is cruel, but the many working animals are just put in dangerous situations in the job. So effectively here, she's sort of hinting at that blind people are the oppressive bourgeoisie, trampling the proletariat workers of the guide dogs. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not buying it. I mean, I can understand the point that, you know, police dogs, sniffer dogs being narcs, and that's not good, is it? Because dogs are supposed to be man's best friend, and your best friend's not supposed to dob you in for having pingers in your pocket when you're trying to get into a festival. That is not what best friends do. If they do that, they are not your best friends. So I don't know if anyone out there has ever had a human come up to them, like one of their supposed mates, at a queue to get into a festival and go, all right, mate, how you doing? And you're like, oh, yeah, man, I'm buzzing. I can't wait to get into Boomtown. This is going to be really great. They're like, yeah, man, it's wicked. And then they just sit on the floor next to you. You're like, what are you sitting on the floor for, you wook? And they're like, oh, no, don't worry about me. I'm just sitting here. And then before you know it, you've been bundled into the back of a van. And you've got some big, hairy-handed policeman with his fingers up your butty, fingers up your batty, pulling out your best pingers. Russian model claims to have world's most beautiful bottom. I'll look at that later after the show. Anyway, back to the dogs on drugs. No, not dogs on drugs. Working dogs. The proletariat guide dogs being oppressed by bourgeoisie blind people. No, I don't buy it. I think that it's fine, isn't it? And also, we don't have the technology yet to replace them. Like yeah, maybe in our future turbo hyper realistic multiverse luxury communism that we're all working towards, where no one has to do anything. We just lounge around like is it hedonist bot or something in Futurama, and then we can just be stroking the dogs all day. Maybe that's what futuristic luxury communism will be. It's just us throwing balls for dogs all day. Someone will probably say that that's oppressive. The dog, that it's traumatic for the dog to bring the ball back. Lord of mercy. There's a shark nursery near the UK where vast numbers of underwater predators are born. All right, way to harsh out the sharks. Like, it's not like they're sexual predators, is it? Like, they're just eating food to stay alive. With their huge teeth and love of eating flesh, sharks are pretty much the worst neighbours you can imagine. I don't know, have you ever lived next to students? They're pretty bad. Pretty fucking bad. You might be a little nervous to hear that a gigantic nursery where sharks are born and raised has been discovered. This is like the way that the Daily Mail write about immigrants or something. Like, they're sharks. They're a natural, like, they live in the ocean. That's their thing. They breed, they eat. Like, anything they eat is really ridiculous. Like, right, we need to somehow sensationalize this news story where we found that there's more sharks somewhere than we initially thought there were. All right, well, they're predators, aren't they? They're underwater predators. They kill kids. They steal jobs. What? Are you okay? They eat flesh. They're the worst neighbours. They play loud music in the middle of the night. Loud dub reggae music. They can't cook. They're always setting off the fire alarm. They're nightmarish. They argue and shout at their children. Scientists have investigated a site 200 miles off the coast of Ireland. It's like they're not even, like, they're fucking miles away. When they came across a truly horrifying sight. A large number of egg cases, which are commonly referred to as mermaids' purses. A gigantic shoal of black-mouthed cat shark was also spotted swimming nearby, suggesting the eggs belong to this species. This is a really, really bizarrely written article. Like, Jasper Hamill of the Metro, he clearly hates sharks. This is sort of a shark hit piece in many ways. What else has he written? Facebook Messenger rolls out unsend feature, which will save you from yourself. WhatsApp working on update, which could change the way you ask people out for dates. He does a lot of tech stuff. He wrote the InfoWars being hacked thing. Mysterious aircraft are flying unexplained missions over Area 51. Less sensationalist about that. He was less sensationalist about Alex Jones than he is about these sharks. He fucking hates sharks. Dude, why are you ragging on sharks? Why are you flexing on sharks so hard? What's wrong with you? Have you had a bad experience? Oh, right. Dude gets his arm bitten off by one shark and now he hates them all. Ridiculous. It's pathetic. Jasper Hamill of the Metro.
Lobsters.
Yeah, what about the lobsters? All right, mate. Look, if the sharks are interfering with the local lobster community, then I might start having a problem. But they look like they're going about their sharky business. They've got eyes on the sides of their head. They can't stop swimming or they'll die. And they're just going about their business. Just leave them alone, you know? Just stop judging them. Stop judging them. Okay, look, right, this is naughty, it's rowdy, it's rascal, it's a narky bit of gear. This is Forbidden Society, Catharsis, and Donny, remixed by Audio. Imagine being the jam in that donut. Whew! All I'm saying.
It's time.
Profits not profits in the chat. They get up late. They attract enemy radar. They mess around. I'm tweeting Jasper Hamill from the Metro to ask him why he's flexing on sharks so hard.
It also led us to you.
Right, well that is, yeah, that's naughty. It's called The Artifact, audio remix. It's Forbidden Society, Catharsis, Donny, Barack Obama, Piers Morgan and Jeremy Corbyn, all on that one. Whew! Yeah, that is that's a real romper stomper. That's a real post-match group bath of a record. Right, tweeting Jasper Hamill of the Metro saying, why are you flexing on sharks so hard in your last article? They're just innocently going about their sharky business. And I don't know if you've ever lived next door to students, but they are much worse neighbours than sharks. Sharks don't play crap. How? Oh no, I'm running out of letters. All right, I need Twitter to double the letter content, the character content of tweets, so I can rag on Jasper Hamill of the Metro. Much worse than Sharks. Okay, I'll double up the tweets. Okay, how do I do that? Profile. Come on, where are my tweets? Show me my tweets, Twitter, you sod. You damned sod. Because you can sort of put stuff after it. Okay, yeah. Sharks don't play bloody jump up at 3 a.m. off their mash on Ket on Tuesday. Yeah. Probably one exclamation mark after that. There we go. Done. Okay, Jasper Hamill, you've been told.
Lobsters.
That's my social justice for the day done. Sticking up for sharks. They get a bad rap. They're just out there doing their sharky business, getting it done. And bloody, they don't need journalists on there. These damn 2-bit hacks.
Get your act together.
Just winding them up. Anyway, Saint Laurent launches penis jewellery, including 215 quid earrings and a 520 pound necklace. The world-class designer has launched a controversial new jewellery range. Would you wear a matching set? Come on, let's get these up on the video. Where are you? Saint Laurent. Desktop. Yeah, that's a lot bigger than I want it to be. Go on, down you go. Wow, they're quite fetching, aren't they? Imagine going on a Tinder date with someone wearing a set of those. That would send out some confusing signals. Maybe they're mocking you. Maybe they're insinuating that your phallus is only that big. Maybe it is only that big. Remember, it's what you do with it that counts. So you need deep pockets to be able to buy them, but you might not want to wear them around your nans for Sunday lunch. But penis earrings are here. Saint Laurent have launched a controversial line of jewellery with genitals dangling off earrings and necklaces. I mean, like, imagine if I wore one earring or 2 earrings with dangling vaginas. That would be really, I mean, like, you'd look a bit Jeffrey Dahmer, wouldn't you? You would. That wouldn't be a strong look on a geezer. The dangle earrings made in Italy feature somewhat detailed penises made from painted gold brass and have Saint Laurent Paris engraved on the back. If you fancy popping on a pair, they'll set you back £215 or 38,000 Australian dollars. If money is no object and you'd like a matching set, you can also get a rather large penis pendant necklace for a snip at £520 or 58,000 Australian dollars. The necklace is 100% brass. Wow, that's high quality garms. And a YSL charm on the clasp, which is probably the prettiest thing about it. They went down a storm on social media. They're all sold out. That's the end of that story. Bored of it. A teenager caught driving fake ambulance around while banned from the road. He probably got banned for riding a fucking micro scooter. Welsh Ambulance Service and South Wales Police confirmed the car seized in somewhere in Welsh, west of Swansea, is not a genuine rapid response vehicle. It bloody well looks like one. This is impressive. I should get them cocks off the screen as well, actually, while we're at it. By Peens and Lookout Ambulance. Yeah, so this is not real. This is even less real than Australia. It is a yellow car with ambulance stickers on. That's quite an impressive. What are they just using that just to get to work quicker, to be able to put the old blues and twos on? It's got. There's a full shot of it. It has the lights on the top. People have gone to some amazing lengths there. I'm impressed. A teenager has been arrested on suspicion of driving a fake ambulance while banned from the road. The 19-year-old was stopped in the vehicle on Monday around 9 a.m. South Wales Police confirmed to Wales Online the car is not a genuine rapid response vehicle and the suspect is not a Welsh Ambulance Service employee, but he is a very naughty boy. It could well be little Jimmy Cartwright off the estate. You know, a little freckle-faced boy with a gimpy leg. The one who set DJ Arwan on fire. And, oh no, he ran over DJ Arwan. He set David Guetta on fire, set his hair on fire. You can't go around burning massive DJs. It's ridiculous. The teenage motorist is said to have not had insurance. Oh, dear me. One resident said, in his defence, if someone actually needed an ambulance, it would have been a quicker response. The service is crap. Wow, what a rag on the emergency services. What a flex on the emergency services. A spokesman for the police force said, shut up, mate. Wow, okay. Officers stopped this vehicle at around 9 a.m. in the morning, somewhere or other in Wales. A 19-year-old man has been arrested on suspicion of a number of driving offences and being a very naughty boy. Vehicle has been seized and inquiries into the matter are continuing. Blah 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 blah. That, I mean, yeah, that's quite special. I mean, why? Why? Just for what? Having people get out of your way? KFC customer unhappy about 20-minute chicken wait has called the police. Oh no, the police were called on him. I mean, that would be. I mean, I could see that making the news. Like hello, what's your emergency? I ordered KFC 20 minutes ago. It's not here. Okay, we'll have someone sent over immediately. Yeah, what would be the point in the fake ambulance? I don't know. Maybe it's part of some sort of elaborate crime that I'm just too. I'm too honest. I'm going straight now these days. You know, I'm not living a life of crime anymore. Even though I'm technically, what I still say is that I am still addicted to the game, but I'm going straight. You know, you're always addicted to the game, but so far, you know, I've managed 2 weeks now without any crimes, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, maybe it's part of some sort of elaborate crime ruse, or it could be part of an elaborate practical joke. I don't know. Right, look, to play us out, a classic bit of Blackout. This is Mr. Frankie, Bass Symptom, from 2017.
Feel the bass, step down, 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 feel the bass, step down.
Someone making a good point in the chat. Sharks, they're the crime busters of the sea. We need sharks. You know, they solve mysteries and solve crimes. They keep the whole ecosystem going. Stop ragging on sharks. Oh! Oh! Everyone's retweeting my tweets to that journalist. It's really funny. Jesus, I've forgotten how fucking good this is. Oh, no! Nurse! All right. Just leaves us time to shout out the VIP list. This is a list of bad motherfuckers that are supporting the show and the station as a whole on Patreon. If you want your name on this list, just go to the link below or go to support the station on threshold.fm and sign up. It's Nicholas Goncalves, Tom Ryan, Reece Mosson, Squidgy Beats Parsons, Pauly Hutton, Ciarán R, Michael Kedzierski, Matthew Tomkins, Dave Long, Joel Potter, Colm Murphy, Sam Howard, Tony J, Richard Patterson, Jack Murphy, Tom Camm, Stephen Harris, Mattieu Boulard, Zara Pickles, Jeroen Van Thunderbutt, Mike Pye, Anthony Walker, and Lily Unsub. What a bunch of bad motherfuckers. You can also support by, if you listen on the podcast, give us a 5-star review on whatever podcast app you are using. Or you can buy a Threshold.fm Lobster Crew t-shirt for 20 notes. Free UK shipping, can't argue with that. Just go to threshold.fm/store. And there, yeah, fine looking t-shirts. Yeah, money back guarantee. If you get it and think it's shit, we'll give you fucking money back. You know, can't argue with that, can you? You can keep it, give you know. That's the beauty of capitalism, mate. It's all right. It's all right by me. Right, don't be mean to that guy on Twitter. Only banter, guys. Before people like steaming, calling him a shark Nazi or something. I will be back later this afternoon at 3 p.m. with Rankin's Records, playing the finest drum and bass vinyl Flat Earth has to offer, and talking the toot. And otherwise, I'll be back with Justin from Counter-Strike tomorrow at 10 a.m. for more talks of toot. And be a good lobster. Do right by yourself and right by others. Go out and put good into the world. You know, do something creative. Start a community. Help someone out. And, you know, self-care, but, you know, create a better version of yourself to better serve your friends, your family, society as a whole. Right. Don't let your memes be dreams. I will see you later on. Much love.